I've been married for 22 years to a man who will not talk to me. He refuses to discuss family problems and makes no comment whatsoever when I present family problems with which I need help. I have tried every approach imaginable, from the nonchalant casual, what do you think about this, dear, to the impassioned request, I need your help desperately, and finally the screaming, anguished plea, will you answer me? His response is a blank look and stony silence. Once in a while he mumbles, I hadn't thought about it. My husband is an intelligent professional who has a lot on his hand, but who doesn't have these days? I ask very little of him. I'm tired of making all the decisions alone. I'm on the verge of blowing my mind. Any suggestion? Signed, wife of the great stone man. Dear wife, after 22 years, accept the fact that this man is not going to change. It will save wear and tear on your blood vessels. My name is Sandra, and I'm back here on today's episode on How to Talk. I read out a note in the beginning of this video. I read out a note that was addressed to someone, and the lady was complaining about how her husband wouldn't talk to her, wouldn't want to discuss things. Whenever she asks questions, she gets a blank look and a stony silence. It's not easy for you and your siblings, for you and your parents, not to talk of you and a total stranger, like a total stranger, people that just met one day out of the blues. They've never met before, they've never been together before, they are not even from the same village, they are not even from the same state, like they have nothing in common. Then all of a sudden, two of you are now living together in the same space, in the same house, sharing everything, like sharing each other's space, sharing each other's moments, both sad and happy moments and all. It's never an easy job. And that's why I feel for the most part, it's all communication. Like, I feel if you're able to understand your partner's communication style, like, it will go a long way in helping you have a happy marriage, helping you have a happy relationship. So going over to this lady that complained about her husband not being able to talk to her, she's tired of making decisions on her own, and we heard the response from the counselor, let me say the marriage counselor, that advised her that after 22 years of marriage, it will be wise and it will be nice for you to accept that your husband is never going to change. Like, let me read it again. Dear wife, after 22 years, accept the fact that this man is not going to change. It will save wear and tear on your blood vessels. I mean, recently I was in a conversation with a friend, and we were gisting. Somehow we were caught up with something similar. So this lady apparently is having issues with her husband, and one of the points she noted out was communication. Like, their communication is not just very fantastic and all that. And if you can agree with me, I think a lot of us are in this situation currently. It doesn't even matter how long you've been with your husband. It's either you've come to terms with his communication pattern, his communication style, like you've come to terms with the fact that he's not the talking type, that he likes keeping to himself, and you've devised a better means of like sharing ideas, sharing moments, and sharing opinions with him. Because Nobody is an island. If that man is worthy enough to be your husband, he's good enough, he's okay, he's everything, and it's just the communication that is a problem, I feel there is always a way around it. You can find a way around it. You can find the moment, the time, like the best time he wants to talk. Some people don't talk at certain time, at certain time. Like some people don't talk like early in the morning, because they want to use that time to like meditate, to like, I don't know, to like process and all that. And some people also can decide that, okay, in the night, just shortly before they go to bed, they don't want to discuss things, they don't want to, and stuff like that. But we are still talking about communication, right? Meaning that if you're in that category, if you're in the category that don't like talking at a certain time, you should let your spouse know that at so time you don't like discussing so issues, or at so time you don't like talking about so issues. Recently, I've been in a situation where my communication with my fiancé wasn't like very superb, like very great. Why? Because this whole like miscommunication thing, like not understanding each other's communication pattern. So we can be on a call discussing something, and I say something that he like doesn't feel comfortable about, or something he doesn't want to discuss for whatever reason, either because it puts pressure on him or it doesn't make him feel particularly good at that point. I brought it up, and the next thing he like says, okay, later. And I'm like wondering, I'm bringing up something important, and you're like, later to where? Like, I don't understand. But what happened was that I had to communicate back. I had to like tell him that this is not the best for me, it's not helping me, I don't like it. I made my intention known and like discussed with him, and he told me okay. What I now try to do is like not to bring up certain topics or certain, like to bring in certain discussions at certain times. I feel he may be triggered, not because I'm scared of discussing those things or I'm scared of bringing it up or stuff like that, no, but because I feel, yeah, in relationships we should respect each other's boundaries, like respect our partner's boundaries. Is also a very big way to like understand your partner's style, communication style, because communication is two ways, verbal and non-verbal. So both the verbal aspect and the non-verbal aspect, that's what I'm all about. I think really if you're with people you need and you love them, you really would make effort to like see to it that you understand how they communicate, you understand their love language, you understand their no language, like when they do certain things or when they communicate certain things they mean no. Then on the other hand, you should also understand that like you're with humans, you're not with a robot, you're not with a machine. You should communicate whatever you don't like about your partner, whatever they are doing that you are not comfortable with. You should come out open, you should come out plainly and tell them that, look, I don't like this, I am not comfortable with this, and everybody will make adjustments and people will understand each other very well and better. So guys, I don't know what you think, but this is what I think. This is my 2 cents. Guys, the points I read out in the beginning of this video I got from this book, Highly Effective Marriage by Nancy Van Pelt. There was a video I put out here titled How My Nigerian Mom is Preparing Me for Marriage. If you haven't listened to that episode, you can listen via link in the description button or in the comment section. And look, here is the book, Highly Effective Marriage by Nancy Van Pelt.